There's the archetype. You've been on a hell of a roll. Ready to keep it going tonight?
You know I am. But I wanted to ask about your long-term plans for me.
Fire away.
You've been putting me in there with some fantastic wrestlers. But where are we going? Survivor Series is right around the corner and I don't have a match.
You've been in the game long enough to know that spots on a Big Four PLE are at a premium. Gunther and Roman already have their match for the World Heavyweight title, and Braun is defending against Rusev. Your old partner Hector just made the show against Penta. But there are still some spots available. You want on Survivor Series, go out there and be spectacular.
Fair enough. So what do you have for me tonight?
Ludwig Kaiser has been gaining momentum since coming back from injury. Tear the house down against him and you'll find yourself with a golden opportunity sooner rather than later.
Did you hear? I'm wrestling at Survivor Series, one-on-one with Penta.
Aldis might have mentioned something about that. Good news, Hector. You earned it.
I couldn't have done any of this without you. I wouldn't even be on the main roster if it wasn't for you.
You'd have found your way here sooner or later. Win or lose, I know you and Penta are gonna have everyone talking.
I plan on winning.
No doubt. Seriously, Hector. Congratulations. Whatever happens, I'm proud of you.
The archetype set to take on Kaiser.
What the hell? It's the Samoan Werewolf. The archetype is in trouble.
Chad Patton's not going to be able to pull it off. General Manager Nick Aldis and our producer Road Dogg pulling Jacob Fatu back.
Fatu's letting him off the hook tonight. And the archetype may be hurt.
Archetype! I'm done with the disrespect! Only reason I didn't send you to the hospital is because I want you in the ring. Every day, you out there talking. Oh, I gotta get back to Braun and the Wise Man. Oh, all that matters is the WWE title. Nah! I told Road Dogg I want the archetype at Survivor Series. I told Aldis to put my title on the line. Don't think you just got an opportunity, though. Nah, you caught a sentence. See? This isn't just a belt to me. It's my legacy. It's my blood. It's my family. I spent 819 days in the box thinking about coming here and taking what's mine. When my grandma passed away, Umaga laid his Intercontinental Championship to rest with her. The IC belt is buried in my family's crypt. And you think you're gonna put disrespect on it? Nah, Oos. I'm not some stepping stone on your way back to glory. Cause after I'm done with you, you're gonna wish your ass stayed home. You know what I mean?
When Roman Reigns first mentioned the idea of bringing Jacob Fatu to WWE, I told him the Samoan Werewolf is an agent of chaos you simply cannot control. Fatu's a tornado, a monsoon, a volcano. Why would you antagonize a force of nature?
I know exactly what I'm up against, Paul.
I'm not sure you do. You have been playing it safe, taking baby steps. This isn't like anything you faced in NXT. Jacob Fatu is a force you haven't seen since you were destroyed by Braun Breaker. Hey, let's face it. This comeback of yours has been an abject failure. You couldn't even get your partner to the ring for a tag team title match. And you think you can beat Jacob Fatu?
I know I can. Hey, Adam. It's good to see you.
You're killing it on SmackDown since you won the Dusty Classic. If that match against New Day had happened on Raw, I would have fought for you to keep the titles.
I appreciate that, but you know where I'm trying to get. If Hector and me had won the tag titles, I'd be stuck on a different path.
The one you're currently on led you right to Jacob Fatu, so you might want to check your compass.
Oh, you're another one who thinks I can't beat him.
You can beat him, but you better bring your absolute best.
I will. And then I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble. And then I'll be headed to Raw to face your champion Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Sounds like you got it all figured out. But don't look past the Samoan Werewolf. That dude is a wrecking ball, and he's looking to demolish you.
Hey, I've been looking for you. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Just been focused on my match with Fatu.
I felt bad I couldn't get out there to help when he jumped you. By the time I realized what was going down, it was already over.
I appreciate that, Hector. It's all good.
Great. I didn't want to be worrying about that headed into my first solo PLE match. Going up against Penta is a make-or-break moment for me, you know?
Whether it's a PLE, a live event, or an indie show with 217 people, they should all feel that way.
You still get butterflies before you go out there?
I've got a match against Jacob Fatu tonight. There's a whole swarm in there.
The Samoan Werewolf's no joke. You ready for him?
Guess we're about to find out. Anything can happen with him. Tell you what, if things go sideways, you got my back?
After all you've done for me, I got you. Fatu tries anything, I'll be there for you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. That is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Tonight is the greatest challenge of the Archetype's career.
A match with Jacob Fatu isn't just a challenge, it's right there in the name of the PLE. This is about survival.
That's exactly right, Wade. Fatu said it best himself. This isn't an opportunity for the Archetype. It's a sentence.
We're about to find out if this is the Archetype's new beginning or the end of the comeback.
Possibly the most dominant champion in WWE has arrived.
I had the opportunity to work with Fatu early in his career after he got outside, and you could feel that he was a generational talent when he walked in the door, man.
Here's a statistic for you. Since winning the Intercontinental Championship, Jacob Fatu has defended the title 18 times. The longest of those matches was 6 minutes, 34 seconds. The Samoan Werewolf does not work by the hour.
You can take a player off the street, but you can't take the street out of the player.
Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 200.
The Intercontinental Championship.
And here we go. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Booker fought two as well as anyone. What does the Archetype need to do here?
Survive. If he can make it through Fatu's initial best and take him into the deep waters, maybe he can find a hole in the Werewolves' game.
You might as well ask someone to survive getting mauled by a grizzly bear in the wilderness. Even if you manage to crawl away, you will never be the same.
Ooh, big Beal. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu's mistake.
Oh, what a stiff blow! Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
He answers right back. A reversal. Well scouted.
Uh-oh. Oh, towering back body drop.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter Jacob.
Jacob,
Jacob Fatu cuts him off.
quick evasion from him there.
Wicked kick. Delivers the knee drop. The champ taking a bit of damage.
Sure, he's not 100%, but he'll be all right. He just needs
Flying. Knees up. Got the knees up just in time. The Archetype wasn't looking for a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, and Jacob Fatu took that as a personal insult. Now the Archetype has a chance to win the title. Fatu is looking to end his comeback once and for all. A reversal. He saw that coming.
Fatu sending a clear message here.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
Caught that and reversed it. And a drop kick. Picture perfect.
I don't know who's more fired up, him or the crowd. Double leg takedown and trying for a quick pin here.
The pin for the championship.
Oh, he's got something else in mind, doesn't he?
He's totally helpless. Incredible Spanish fly. A consistent. An attack being mounted. On Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu is going to have to dig down deep here.
Oh, man, Jacob Fatu just got busted up.
Fatu's on the ropes.
Look out!
The Archetype just took out the referee.
And here comes a Samoan drop.
The Archetype is hurt.
Jacob Fatu sensing an opening here.
The Archetype is in trouble.
This is not going to end well.
He's got a chair, and it looks like he's headed to the top.
We're about to see a giant Samoan steel chair splash.
He's gonna crush the Archetype.
Hector Flores just saved his mentor's life.
Hector telling him to take the chair and bust up Fatu.
Doesn't look like the Archetype's willing to get his hands dirty.
Good.
No, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You asked for this! You made me do this!
Hector Flores has cut ties with the man who brought him to the dance.
Jacob Fatu has no idea what just happened.
And he does not care.
Double springboard moonsault.
That'll do it.
Jacob Fatu retains the Intercontinental Championship.
It's one thing to have to face the Samoan Werewolf, but there was no chance the challenger was going to overcome a betrayal.
Hector Flores just stabbed his mentor in the back. Now we just have to find out why.
And now Hector Flores is here to answer questions about what happened tonight at Survivor Series.
No, Byron. I'm not going to answer any questions. It's finally my turn to talk. And I know you all want to hear me address what happened here tonight. In my match against Penta. Oh? Is that not what you wanted to focus on? Yeah, well, neither did my so-called mentor. Tonight was the biggest match of my entire career. And did the Archetype even wish me luck? No. Just like always, it was all about his comeback journey. He asked me to watch his back. And when I did, he acted like he didn't need me. Again, just like always. He didn't need me. I was the one who pointed out that he had severe blind spots. And I was the one who brought him out on the indies to show him what modern wrestling looks like. If it wasn't for me, he would have been stuck at the PC, and you never would have heard from him again. Then, he acted like he did me a favor when he brought me to NXT. I carried his ass all the way to win the Dusty Classic. Then what do you think the so-called Archetype does? He traps me in a locker room so he can go out there against the New Day and have the spotlight all to himself.
That's a completely unfounded allegation.
Is it? I wouldn't put it past him. No matter what you believe. After that moment, he threw me away like I was garbage. So I am going to throw away all of his hopes and all of his dreams. No. You don't get to be Intercontinental Champion. No. You will never get to live out your fantasy of looking Paul Heyman in the eye and saying you beat his champion. And no, you will not win the Royal Rumble match. Because you will be facing Hector Flores. I am taking that opportunity from you, like you took so many from me.
Archetype, I know you don't think we're done.
We're definitely not. Fatu, I think we're gonna be doing this for a long time.
You talking like you earned my respect. You didn't earn nothing. I was about to send your ass back into retirement when that little punk-ass Hector stuck his nose in my business.
He stuck his nose in our business. And you aren't the piper he's gonna pay for that. I am.
You got business with Hector? You got business with Braun? You got business with Wise Man? You forgetting one thing, Oos.
What's that?
I run this business, and ours ain't done.
Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
You're sounding very zen about this. Hector Flores may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Hector spun all those half-truths and lies in his press conference.
What about his challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Hector and I will have our reckoning. Down the road. He was right about one thing. I am focused on getting back to the WWE title. And that means entering the Royal Rumble match.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No. I'm going to earn my spot. I don't need another social media storm about me skipping any lines.
I respect that. When was the last time you got in the ring with Randy Orton?
Man, years.
Well, I'd say this seems like the perfect opportunity to see two veterans renew their rivalry. How about the Archetype versus the Viper in a Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight?
Where do I sign? Roxanne, if I were a betting man, I'd guess you were about to say something extra.
Me? Never. I was just going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility. There were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on a Samoan freaking werewolf to check on the poor squished referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing, Roxanne.
Losing to the New Day, losing to Fatu, losing your former partner. How many times does the right thing have to blow up in your face before it becomes the wrong thing?
What do you get out of being the devil on my shoulder, Roxanne?
You remind me of me. Before I got it. Before I realized who I am.
And who's that?
A winner. At any cost.
Hector Flores is the referee. What's happening here?
The following is a special referee match. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Hector Flores.
Hector Flores' challenge to the Archetype for a match at the Royal Rumble was ignored. I guess this is Hector's way of getting his attention.
Or forcing a loss to Orton. We are going to have to see how this one plays out.
Credit to Hector for pulling off a fast one.
The Viper is looking for a chance at his third Royal Rumble win.
And the participants, first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is one of the smoothest wrestlers to ever do it. And he's looking in the best shape of his career.
Oh, he's proud to qualify for the Royal Rumble, especially with a biased Hector Flores officiating this match.
The Viper looks ready to secure a Rumble spot. The Archetype walks into this match at a huge disadvantage.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 220 pounds, King Drew!
Nick Aldis or someone in the back has to be looking into this. This match can't proceed with Hector Flores as referee. No way.
The Archetype's basically walking into a trap right now. This is the biggest opportunity of his comeback so far, and his sworn enemy is refereeing the match.
The Archetype faces an uphill battle. There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the Archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to give him a referee's license.
Power slam! He goes for the quick pin attempt. Easily kicks out of that one. And you've got to appreciate that he's calling this one right down the middle.
There was absolutely no fault in his count there.
Turning it into a waistlock.
Breaks out in the Plaza Chinlock.
Sharp knee right into the spine. Wards that off. What a response. Pin attempt. And he kicks out quick, showing a lot of respect and calling this down the middle.
And pay attention to the referee's excellent positioning. Footage from this should be used at the Performance Center.
Across the top rope. With an uppercut.
Getting out of the ring, trying to collect himself.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Powerful uppercut.
Shoulders down.
Isn't enough.
And there's the kick out. That was a nice bit of officiating there. This job may suit him just fine.
Our special referee doing the zebra stripes proud.
Oh, that gets reversed on Randy. Not looking good. In this position. Here he goes for the win. He's able to kick out before two. The ref obviously isn't playing around here.
People like to imagine the worst from special guest referees, but clearly he knows what he's doing here.
The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Hector Flores has a vendetta against the Archetype. Smash after the stops. Misses the target. Looks like he's coming back in.
Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Oh, no. Reverse DDT.
Feeling the energy and ready to bring it to his opponent.
Springboard cutter.
attempt.
The RKO.
And now it's a fast count.
The Archetype's road back to the WWE Championship does not lead through the Royal Rumble match.
Randy Orton wants nothing to do with Hector Flores.
Hector doesn't care. He got what he wanted here tonight.
You're right, Corey. Hector Flores swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Hector Flores being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, Aldis!
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Hector Flores ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
Little late now. That match with Orton was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Braun.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The Archetype beat sentimental favorite Randy Orton by whining to GM is not my vibe. What I want is Hector. There's only room for one of us in WWE.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. An I Quit match at the Royal Rumble. Loser leaves WWE. Forever.
You've worked so hard to come back, just to potentially throw it all away? Take some time to cool down and think this over.
I don't need time. I need Hector Flores gone from WWE.
If that's what you want, I'll make the match official.
I've been thinking a lot lately about honor, about loyalty, about redemption.
That's deep, Truth.
I've been through a lot the past few years. All that will they, won't they business with the Judgment Day turned out they won't. Then my childhood hero John Cena took me for a roller coaster ride, which sounds amazing, but it wasn't at a theme park. It was a bad emotional kind. I chopped off my hair and had an identity crisis. You know, the kind where you get super mad and kick a tree so hard it leaves a dent. When I calmed down, I reflected on my whole life. You know what I saw? A childhood in Charlotte, North Carolina, recording my first album. That time I sold the original American flag. I might have gotten another life or two mixed up in there also. What I'm saying is, WWE needs people like you. We all do. I miss you when you're gone.
Thanks, Truth. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Good. Otherwise, this conversation would have been a huge waste of my evening. And I've got things to do, and so do you. You gotta stop monopolizing my time and get focused for your match tonight.
Well, then we better stop talking. Woods, you're looking even more pleased with yourself than usual.
I was just thinking, you know, I could have told you about Hector. Day one, I looked at that dude and thought, squirrely. Like, hide your lunch money, squirrely. But hey, you had to find out the hard way. Betrayal, humiliation, career on the line, classic pro wrestling. Kind of poetic, really.
Hector made his bed. I'm just the guy flipping the mattress.
Your walk on the high road hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Maybe it's time to try something a little different.
Yeah? What did you have in mind?
You could take the scenic route through Chair City and make sure he never double-crosses anyone again. Or you lose and you're gone from here for good. You might want to start thinking about what gets results. Champions bend the rules, break the mold, and leave people with no doubt who they are.
Big night?
Yeah. You saw how this all got started.
You must have a lot in your mind. I just wanted to say, I've been where you are. I've stood in that ring and ended the career of one of my heroes. I've had mine ended by someone I respected, maybe even feared.
Sean, as far as I'm concerned, my career isn't even on the line. Hector's is about to end.
Tonight's not just about Hector. It's about who you are. After I returned from my injury, I thought I knew pain. But when Hunter turned on me, it cut deeper than my surgeon ever did. If you're not careful, the trail can drag you somewhere dark. Somewhere you don't come back from.
Hector needs to suffer. He stabbed me in the back and smiled doing it. Tonight, he learns what payback really feels like.
I hear you. Just remember that every choice you've made on this comeback run, every match, every moment, they all led here. When the final bell rings tonight, you and the rest of the world are going to know who you really are.
I quit matches are no joke, my friend. And putting your WWE career on the line? Whichever way this thing goes, someone's life is gonna change.
It's going to be Hector's. He betrayed me. He deserves this.
It could be you on the losing end. You worked so hard to get back here, and it could all be for nothing.
You're right. That's why I gotta win. There's no way I'm ever leaving this behind again.
Then what you're gonna have to do to Hector isn't pretty.
I understand what I have to do out there. And I understand what's at stake.
Then you should also understand that there are some choices you can't take back once you make them. And I got a feeling one of those is right around the corner.
This may be the Archetype's last night in WWE.
The following is an I Quit match. There will be no pinfalls, no countouts, and no disqualifications. The only way to achieve victory is to make your opponent say the words, I quit. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 220 pounds, King Drew!
If Hector Flores retires the Archetype tonight, it will be the worst case of being undone by your own creation since Frankenstein.
That's a big if, Wade. I think the student is about to find out why the teacher stands in front of the class.
Tonight we'll find out if the Archetype has the killer instinct to make his former students say, "I quit." Hector Flores betrayed his mentor. Now his whole career is on the line.
And his opponent, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 202 pounds, Hector Flores!
This man grew up in the shadows in one of Lucha Libre's greatest families, and look at him now. El Mago would be ashamed. This man, a Judas, and he doesn't belong in the WWE.
A Judas? He pulled the Archetype out of the gutter when the man was a punchline, dragged him all the way back to the main roster, and was rewarded with a swift kick to the arse.
Hector Flores gave everything he had to the Archetype. Tonight, he'll try to take it back.
For one of these men, this is their last night in WWE.
I've known the Archetype for a long time, and this man doesn't know how to quit. All it takes is one look at his comeback so far to see it.
Booker, you said it yourself. The Archetype is only on a comeback because he turned his back on the WWE Universe for more than 2 years. When the going got tough, he said, "I quit already." And he might do it again here tonight. Flores with some agility. He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Costly error there.
Smash after the stops.
He's looking lost out there. Looking like an easy target.
And he turned it around. Superman suplex. The Archetype and Hector Flores were once like brothers. Now one of them will say the words, "I quit," and leave WWE forever. In a well-timed counter.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals.
Not giving up so easily here.
And what, if anything, is it gonna take to finally make them quit? The springboard attack fails to land.
Once again, that is not what chairs were created for.
And security finds its mark.
And that broke Flores down a bit. Flores with good timing on the reversal.
These two battling to dead heat with these reversals.
Fisherman suplex. Flores gets waylaid.
Tossed with that suplex.
Stepping out of the ring here. Oh, he cuts it off.
Switched it up with a face buster, and that will alter your profile.
Sliding back into the ring. He's headed up hard.
From the top.
Through the air. And connects.
Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
He's looking to get in some vicious shots with that kendo stick.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
From behind, hooks the leg.
Leg hook, belly to back. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Answered with a shot right to the face. Oh, there's the Pele kick.
Official asking, I wonder what the answer is.
No, not a chance.
That was definitely a no.
Fighting through the pain, forcing this match to continue. Now Flores is getting beaten down.
And Flores is looking for a solution. Flores isn't looking good as he stirs back up. Ringing the arm. Looking now for a top wrist block.
Trying to get some space and manages it.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
The greatest of these, hell of a Spanish spot.
And here we go, returning to the ring. He pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
Oh, man, he has that insatiable look in his eyes.
Launching off the rope with accuracy.
Are you gonna quit?
No!
A resounding no.
Refusing to count. This might be pride. It might be stupidity.
So athletic. And he's stumbling to his feet, unaware of his surroundings.
Stops the kick.
Lands an enziguri out of nowhere. He's got him caught. Knees meet face.
He's struggling to stay in this thing.
Yeah, he's just running around.
Watch it.
Flying moonsault connects. You can see this match has started to take a toll on their bodies, but neither of these men are giving an inch.
Oh, Flores with good timing on the reversal. Catches the kick. A picture-perfect moonsault.
He's got him square in his sights here.
Adios.
If you weren't thinking...
Yes, I quit.
Agree. He said he wouldn't quit. He meant it. The Archetype survives, and so does his WWE career.
But look at Hector Flores. It's a hell of a thing to make it all the way to your dream, then have it end like this.
What's happening here?
The Archetype has a decision to make that will define the rest of his comeback.
I cannot believe it. After everything Hector has done,
The Archetype is truly a good human being.
What the hell?
That's more like it.
Come on, man. Ending your WWE career wasn't enough.
The Archetype has lost his mind.
Or he's found it.
What is the Archetype thinking now?
he's going to do some damage with that steel chair.
Don't do it. Come on, Archetype. You've done enough.
And he's not stopping there. Even I agree. This is taking it too far.
Oh, my God. He can't do this. Don't do this.
This is something you do not come back from for either man.
Come on, man. No, no.
Don't do this. Son of a...
He may have just broken Hector's neck.
We got to get some help out here right away.
Something has snapped in the archetype here tonight. He's headed down a dark road.
Ladies and gentlemen, the archetype. Let's open the floor for questions. Robert Inkin, I believe you were first.
Hector Flores is at a local medical facility receiving treatment for a serious neck injury after what?
What's your question?
Well, you caused those injuries with your brutal attack, so my question is, why?
Dire situations require dire actions.
But you ended Hector's WWE career by winning the match. Wasn't that enough?
There's always gonna be another Hector Flores trying to take me down. So I had to deliver a message, a warning. And that is that if you get in my way of becoming WWE champion, you will end up in the hospital. Broken and finished.
Hector was there for you from the beginning. He helped you a ton at the Performance Center.
And then what? He turned his back on me. Tonight, I could have lost everything. So I am never going to make that mistake again. Every relationship is a potential weakness. Someone who will bring me down. So I am cutting them all out.
Does that include the WWE Universe? Are you turning your back on them too?
Every relationship is a potential weakness. That includes the so-called fans. I might have tried to spin your negativity as positive fuel, but I didn't forget how you treated me when I first came back. So I don't need you. And I don't want you in my life ever again.
What's next for you then?
Braun Breaker and the WWE Championship. You will not see me up here again, because I am eliminating all distractions and I have nothing left to say. From here on out, my actions will do all the talking.
Before you say a word, I have a limited amount of time and an even more limited amount of patience for you. If it were up to me, you'd already be suspended.
Well, it looks like you've been overruled, because I'm still here taking up your precious time.
Yes, time I should be using to welcome the man who actually won the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. A superstar who clawed his way back with grit, not temper tantrums. That's where my energy's going. Not into cleaning up after whatever meltdown you've got brewing this week.
Got it. I'll save the chaos for after the Cody Rhodes celebration.
Look, for some reason, Hunter and the board feel like despite the fact that you brutally attacked a promising young wrestler, that I am supposed to give you another chance. So this is your chance. Keep the chaos off my show, and maybe, you make it to WrestleMania without burning this bridge down too.
Oh, I'll be at WrestleMania, in the main event, taking the title off Braun Breaker.
Well, between us, I've got it on very good authority that Cody Rhodes is announcing he's facing Braun at WrestleMania. So I'd suggest tempering your delusions.
Ask Hector Flores what happens when people cross me.
I don't like where this conversation is going. So I will say this, and then you will leave my office. You are opening SmackDown in a match against LA Knight. Be good, follow the rules, and keep the chaos off my show.
Sir, yes, sir.
Here's the Archetype, colder, calmer, and completely unrecognizable.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 220 pounds, King Drew!
I've known the Archetype for years, but I'm telling you, this is not the man I used to know. What he did to Hector Flores without remorse.
Hector swung first. The Archetype swung harder. I'm not saying it wasn't brutal, but the Archetype was only finishing what Hector started.
Let's see if this match stays civil, or if the unhinged Archetype shows up in the ring.
A superstar with every ingredient to be a megastar.
Yeah. And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, L.A. Knight!
He talks a big game, but L.A. Knight is a big game. He's the real deal.
So, Wade, why the tremendous popularity with this guy?
It's quite simple, Michael Cole. It's the undeniable Kavorka running wild tonight thanks to L.A. Knight. Yeah! This version of the Archetype doesn't wrestle with guilt. He wrestles to win, and that makes him dangerous.
You can be dangerous without losing who you are. That line he crossed with Flores might be the one he can't come back from.
This match with LA Knight won't define his legacy, but it might tell us how far he's willing to fall. High-level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Getting him into the corner.
What's he in for?
Over tea kettle. Connects off the springboard.
Oh, drops the knee.
Setting them up for Fisherman's Buster. Double springboard moonsault.
Isolating the arm.
LA Knight's hopes are waiting.
Knight's arsenal is being taken away.
So much for being his game. Knight perhaps leaning too much on his charisma and not enough on what he's doing in the ring.
I think he's prepared for a hard-fought match.
One step ahead of Knight there.
Enzuigiri finds its mark.
The former Archetype is looking to make a statement, but we're not sure what kind of statement he's looking to make.
Heavy forearm rocks their opponent, looking to bring them back in the hardwood.
Slingshot suplex. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks.
Knight at a disadvantage. My God! Spanish fly! He's just having his way now. No regrets, no second thoughts.
And he's really reinforcing his authority with every movement here. Ref stepping up and preventing them from blowing this match.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Damaging the windpipe.
Gets driven into the corner.
Step ahead there.
Overhead kick connects.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Taking full advantage of them. Well, good. The official saw that happen. Foreign object used.
What the hell was that DQ out there? I didn't want to give you a second chance. I was told to. And you just made the entire board look like fools for pushing me into it.
You told me to be a good soldier. You should have realized I'm a general.
And yet here you are, causing chaos instead of leading anything. You think there won't be consequences? That you're above the system? You're not. You're in it. And now you're mine to deal with.
Then deal with me. Just don't be surprised when the system breaks trying to hold me down.
You're not as invincible as you think. Cody Rhodes didn't need to break the rules or burn bridges. He earned his WrestleMania shot the right way. That's why he'll be out there in the spotlight. And you're in here making excuses.
Well, well. The great comeback continues, I'll admit. I thought maybe you'd finally found that missing gear, that killer instinct that turns contenders into champions.
Funny. I was thinking the same thing about you. Thought you finally learned not to underestimate me.
I don't underestimate you. I understand you. You run hot. You talk big. You make noise. But when it matters most, you crumble. Like a forgotten statue years past its relevancy. That's why you're watching your shot vanish into thin air while Cody Rhodes has the chance to write his own ending at WrestleMania.
You almost sound like you're rooting for him.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is going to lose at WrestleMania to my client, Braun Breaker. But he'll do it under the lights, in the main event, with the world chanting his name and singing his song. And you will be back here, still trying to figure out how the story moved on without you.
I don't need a spotlight to shine, Paul. I'm the damn fire. And this fire will keep burning until I get my shot against Braun.
Sure, face it. While you act out and spiral, the window on your comeback is slamming shut. Late means last, archetype. And in this business, last means left behind. Hey, have fun watching Braun and Cody at WrestleMania.
And now the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, with what we suspect will be an announcement about WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the winner of the Royal Rumble and the man who will main event WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here we go, Cody Rhodes on SmackDown for the first time since punching his ticket to WrestleMania.
Cody is really milking his intro, isn't he?
More than usual.
I don't like the looks of this.
Looks like we had our own Rumble, didn't we, Cody? It doesn't look like we've got a Royal Rumble winner after all. That complicates WrestleMania, doesn't it?
That's enough! You are gonna face severe consequences.
Oh, what's that, Cody? I should be the next challenger for Braun Breaker? You want me to take your spot?
Cody's got some fight left in him.
I'm afraid you mean had.
Make the match of this.
You will never get a shot at WrestleMania. You are suspended!
We need medical attention back there immediately. That crossed a major line.
Something tells me the archetype isn't finished crossing lines.
Our thoughts are with Cody Rhodes.
I don't even know where to start. It wasn't enough to just beat Hector? To take him out of WWE after everything he did for you? You might have done permanent damage to the guy. And now Cody? I once thought you were walking a hard road back, but you're just burning the whole trail behind you.
I never asked you to believe in me. That was your choice. Your mistake. I asked for a title. Everything else is noise.
You really think you're better this way, don't you? You're not evolving. You're eroding. And you're too far gone to notice the difference.
Whatever version of me gets Braun Breaker at WrestleMania.
Check your phone, idiot. Aldis already made the call. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton. Triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Winner gets Braun. That's the WrestleMania main event. Not you.
No, I'm not letting that happen. I clawed my way back, bled for this place, and now I get to watch from the sidelines while they hand out my WrestleMania spot like a party favor? Not happening.
How are you going to manage that? You're not even allowed in the building. Go home and take a hard look in the mirror.
Oh, hey. I don't think we're supposed to be talking since you're suspended. Unless we're just hanging out. In public where it's safe.
Relax, Troy. I'm not going to kick your ass in an airport. Unless you give me a reason to.
That is wonderfully reassuring.
I need a WWE producer I can trust to keep his mouth shut. You're going to help me.
Fantastic. I love helping. People always say, if you need anything, ask Troy. He can make it happen.
Good. I just need to know the whereabouts of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. At all times. When they're coming, when they're going, when they're vulnerable.
Oh, just that, huh? Yeah. I think that's a very interesting request, and I will consider it.
And I'm reconsidering my stance on airport beatings.
Consider it done. That's what I was gonna say. I suppose you want to get started on this as soon as possible.
Let's start with Kevin Owens.
I know I'm going to regret this.
Kevin Owens is looking totally locked in for his match later tonight in what is now a warm-up for the triple threat.
First Cody, now KO?
That man's not even supposed to be here.
This suspended superstar has found his way backstage to target one of Braun Breaker's potential WrestleMania opponents.
He might not be on the card, but he is clearly still very much in the picture.
And still very much a problem for everyone at...
Flattened. Fighting in the parking lot. Concrete and catastrophe everywhere.
Flattened.
Disrespectfully hurling that sign.
Impressive awareness from him.
Big clothesline. Owens intercepts it.
He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank.
There it is. And fighting in a parking lot seems like a good way to get injured.
Or a good way to cause an injury. It's all a matter of perspective. Quick exchange of counters there.
He takes hold. Elbows to the face will create separation. Great thinking to stop Owens.
Nothing good is up there. I'll just say it right now. Perched on top of the ambulance now. He's got something big in mind.
He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover.
Oh boy, he's headed up the ambulance ladder now. He's on top of the ambulance now. What comes next?
And retaliates with a counter. Oh, he had that scouted.
Destroying yourself to destroy your opponent is deranged, but it might be what's needed to get them into the ambulance.
Ooh. All sorts of danger looming as this fight continues in the parking lot.
Stop! I think that one definitely rung a bell or two.
Across the shoulders, knee right to the face.
I don't see them getting up after that.
There you are.
Please, no. I didn't know you were asking me to be a part of a crime spree. When I saw KO on that stretcher, my life and career flashed before my eyes.
Calm down, Troy. Kevin Owens is going to be fine. Eventually. Maybe. Who knows? But you're already in this now.
No. I just pointed you in a direction. Under duress. Let's not forget the under duress part. I was very under a lot of duress.
You were an accomplice. You're already on the ride. You think if anyone finds out you helped me, They'll believe you were innocent?
Yes! If there's one thing people know me for, it's my integrity and... Okay, yeah, you're right. What else do you need me to do?
Good boy. I need you to tell me where I might find Seth Rollins.
You might find him any number of places. Spending time with Becky and the kid, at the dentist, or maybe at NXT next week.
You're turning into a regular right-hand man, Troy.
I really wish you wouldn't do this.
There's an added buzz in the air with Seth Rollins returning home to NXT.
The Archetype with another attack.
This man is crossing lines that haven't even been drawn yet.
I don't believe in accidents, man. You take out 2 title contenders and you're making a claim, loud and violent.
He definitely wants his shot, and he's not waiting for permission.
He's not even waiting until Rollins made it into the building, turning the parking lot into a battleground.
Ooh. Oh!
Rollins' NXT homecoming has turned into a nightmare, thanks to the suspended Archetype.
Firing off rapid kicks.
And Seth Rollins is stepping it up.
Bang! What a boot!
You can almost see the adrenaline in his veins now.
Good technique reversing. Adios.
He has no idea the danger he's in right now. Quick thinking right there.
Cutter flattened. Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair. My God! Did you hear? I don't see them getting up after that. And with good reason.
You really don't know how to stay gone, do you?
This your way of telling me you miss me?
Seth Rollins was supposed to be a special guest referee here tonight to determine the championship match at Stand and Deliver.
And now Seth can't stand or deliver.
I should have known. The first time you stepped into NXT that this upright citizen, I'll do anything for the team nonsense, was all an act. But at least now the whole world knows the truth. That the Archetype's legacy isn't redemption, it's wreckage.
Careful, Ava. You're one crossed line from being part of the wreckage, too.
You made your mess on SmackDown. Don't drag it down here. I don't want to see you near my show ever again.
Relax. The last man standing between me and Braun Breaker doesn't go here.
Randy Orton appears unfazed by the speculation that he's next on the Archetype's hit list.
That hit list just struck. The suspension isn't cutting it. This man should be arrested.
He's taking out Owens and Rollins, so it's clear what this suspended superstar's endgame is.
But suspended is the key word, Cole. Does he think if he takes out the entire triple threat, they'll put his name in by default?
He sure seems intent to find out, Booker.
Stomping right on their face.
Randy Orton.
Nice backbreaker.
And look at this fight back, refusing to be dragged around any longer. Oh, lots of talk on that suplex.
Orton gets the better there. Planted with a neck breaker. Rocked with the cone. Orton's been the predator for 2 decades, but tonight, he was the prey.
Adios. Randy's wobbly, looks vulnerable.
Flattened.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Oh, lights out.
Man, what timing on that counter. Fisherman suplex. Ooh, nothing safe about using a cone like that.
Stalking him now. He could be looking to put him away. Oh, man. Great wherewithal to dodge there.
Enziguri finds its mark. Beating down with a shovel, straight pummeling them with it.
Cut off with a savage clothesline. Well-placed elbow fights that off. Oh, with the suplex. Goes for the stomp. Denied. RKO out of nowhere. Randy predicted that. Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
What a counter! Power slam!
And able to skirt around that attack.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Uh-oh. Ooh, he fends that off. What a punch!
Good God almighty, that could end it all right here. Clothesline! Orton lining up his opponent carefully.
Front knee drop.
Fights out of it with the elbow to the gut. Big time fisherman suplex.
Good God almighty, that could end it all right here.
My word, that's not how you should use a shovel. He has his target weighed and measured.
Adios.
Able to parry that one. Oh, a merciless strike. Orton outthought him there.
Oh, big time clothesline, man.
see them getting up after. This man is suspended, but somehow has been allowed to speak here on Saturday night's main event.
If you bought a ticket to see a triple threat match here tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that the card is subject to change. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton were standing between me and my destiny. The main event at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis tried to keep me out of this ring, but he doesn't control me. And now that everyone is out of my way, I'm going after Bron Breakker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel to the most explosive, athletically gifted force of this generation, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion, Bron Breakker. But tonight, I'm here because of you. You take out the competition, stand here, and call it destiny? This isn't destiny. This is desperation. Your last pathetic play. Because you know the only way you could ever be worthy of standing across from my client Bron Breakker is if you were the last man left.
I just have one question. Does he know?
Does he know what?
Does your precious, coddled, oh so special WWE champion know how hard you've been trying to keep me away from him?
What are you talking about?
You know, I kept asking myself why a group of WWE superstars took an NXT detour for a shot at the tag titles. Why'd they pick that exact moment to play parking lot hit squad? Eventually, the light bulb flicked on. It was you, Paul. You wanted me distracted. And that night Hector and I got our shot at the New Day, everything was falling into place until you strolled into SmackDown. Right on cue, Hector's trapped in the locker room. We lose the titles on a technicality, and before I know it, he turns on me and costs me the Rumble. And whose fingerprints were on all of that? Yours.
That is quite the conspiracy theory you've laid out. There's only one problem. It's all completely true. Every twist, every loss, every betrayal, every blindside, every roadblock, that was Paul Heyman. Finding yourself stuck toiling away on SmackDown, far from the WWE champion. That was Paul Heyman. You turned your back on me, so I turned you into my tool. You took out KO, Rollins, Orton, and now my client Bron Breakker gets a WrestleMania opponent handpicked by me.
The WWE champion has heard enough.
Bron Breakker is here to get some answers from Paul Heyman.
Bron, there's no need for you to involve yourself.
Is what I'm hearing true?
Yes, but it was strategic. It was all part of
Lied? You manipulated? You made this all about you.
Bron, let's go hash this out over stakes.
No. I don't care about your personal vendettas, and I don't care about WWE suspensions. I'm gonna do what you couldn't and shut this man up by beating him again. This time at WrestleMania.
Bron Breakker has made the call himself. We have a WrestleMania main event.
The man we once called the archetype gets the shot he's been waiting a year for.
Will this be the ultimate finish to his comeback story, or will he fall flat on his face again?
We won't have to wait long to find out.
Wow. So Heyman actually let you off the leash?
This coming from the guy he's had dancing on a string all year.
Yeah? Well, as much as he didn't want this, he led me straight to you.
You've taken a long walk just to get the same result. But after burning all those bridges, Aldis, Pierce, Hector, I guess I can't blame you for being jealous that I've still got someone in my corner. And what did all this get you? Another shot at the guy who already sent you packing.
Sent me packing? You left me breathing. That was your mistake.
Yeah, so you could whine all year about how I broke you. That's the difference between me and you. I win and move on. You lose and make it a lifestyle.
Better than coasting off your daddy's name and Heyman's brain. You've been playing champ while he holds the map. You tried to break me once. This time, I'm the one doing the breaking. And I'm not stopping at the bell.
We've all seen the sad comeback tour. You waste away in the PC. Go earn some worthless title on the indies. Convince yourself there's something honorable in chasing a trophy in NXT. Decide you've got to get tough and beat up your weak little protege. While you spent a year embarrassing yourself, I was defending my title over and over and over again.
Just because you walked in here on your own doesn't mean you're still not hiding behind Heyman's shield. Picking your opponents, your matches.
I can beat any opponent in any match.
How about I name the terms then? Do you want to go run and ask Mr. Heyman if that's okay?
Heyman is an advisor outside of the ring. Inside the ring, it's all me. I don't care what kind of match it is. It ends the same way our last meeting ended. Me as champion and everyone telling you it's time to retire. Name your terms.
Last man standing. No pinfalls, no flukes, just you, too broken to get up.
I kept you down for 365 days. 10 seconds won't be a problem.
Well, you got your match. Braun Breaker, WrestleMania. And all it cost you was your soul, and Hector's livelihood, and my respect. That probably doesn't mean much to you, I guess. You know, during those long months of rehab, when a lot of people were telling you to walk away, when you were starting to doubt yourself, who did you call? I wish I never would have picked up the phone. I hope it was worth it.
It will be when I win.
Will it? You know, in life you don't get do-overs. But if you could, if you had a chance to go back and change just one decision, one moment that sent you off course, you're telling me you wouldn't?
What's the point in rehashing this? I made my choices. You said yourself there's no do-overs. So there's no point in wasting time worrying about it.
Maybe I just want to know if whatever's left of the person I used to respect still exists in there somewhere. Look, anything can happen out there tonight. Last man standing? One of you was walking out, but that won't be the only thing they remember. Your legacy is about not only where you ended up, but how you got there.
Just like everyone else, it sounds like you can't wait to watch.
I never said who I was pulling for.
Here to wish me luck, Aldis?
We both know luck hasn't gotten you this far. If it were up to me, you'd still be suspended. Actually, let's be honest, you'd be fired.
Starting to sound like you're rooting against me, Nick.
As a general manager, I'm required to remain impartial. But as a man, I would very much enjoy watching Bron Breakker drop you on your smug, condescending face.
You never supported me. Not once. You just waited for me to slip so you could feel justified. Well, guess what? I didn't slip. I climbed. And now, I'm standing on everything you tried to bury me under.
Funny thing about comebacks, everyone watches the start. Everybody watches the end. But a lot of people miss the middle.
You're not gonna give me some nonsense about how getting there is half the fun, are you?
No, just saying it was a long road to get here. But here we are. Main event. WrestleMania.
Jealous?
You're going up against Paul Heyman. I know what it's like to have him in your corner, and I know what it's like to be across from his golden child. Nobody is better at elevating a wrestler's strengths and hiding their weaknesses than Paul Heyman.
Must be nice.
Oh, it is, trust me. I know as well as anyone what he brings, the good and the bad. You've got to wonder what would have changed if you had said yes to him. Between you and me, if you could go back.
There's no point in dwelling on it. I'm focused on my future, which starts tonight. The past is the past.
Yeah, you never know. Who doesn't love a good comeback story, right? Anyway, good luck out there.
The following is a last man standing match and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
From contender to outcast and back, his winding road is led here.
I've said it before. I don't like how the Archetype got here. He skipped the line. cause chaos, force the rematch.
But he did get here, Booker. That's the point. He made people listen. Now he's got a last man standing match that he wanted on the biggest stage of them all.
There's a difference between getting here and belonging here. Tonight, we find out which one it is.
After a year of waiting, we finally see who is the last man standing. The champion is here, and so is the mastermind behind him.
Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman have spent the last year with an absolute stranglehold on the entire WWE roster.
Yeah, but he's let himself get talked into a last-second, last-man-standing match. I can't see how this was part of the game plan for WrestleMania.
Breakker hopes to leave WrestleMania the same way he did last year, with the WWE Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 220 pounds, King Drew! And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, Bron Breakker!
Not going to be any question about who's champ after this.
Bron Breakker has taken on every challenger that stepped up over the past year, but none like this.
You mean every challenger that Paul Heyman pre-selected? That is, until this challenger forced his way in.
And now we find out if the so-called archetype can knock off the champ without respect, without rules, and without regret.
Fisherman Buster. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Take him.
Textbook moonsault.
Oh, no.
Stomp to the stomach.
Chopping down the tree right at the trunk. Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
He's slipped out of the way there.
Every maneuver being returned with counter-fire.
Counters with an attack on Breakker. Breakker embroiled by his opponent. Breakker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Braun needs to start reacting quicker.
He's being prepped for something. Oh, the distance on that one. It wasn't the higher distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Look at this. This can't be good.
The champion with plans of driving their opponent through the earth. Watch out.
What a splash. Tremendous impact. What a move by the champion. 12 months of waiting, leading to one final countdown. Who will be left standing? WrestleMania. Looks like Cody Rhodes has not forgotten about the shovel attack.
You have to wonder if this is Heyman's last roadblock.
But where is he?
Cody's in the ring. He's inserted himself right into the action.
Man is being torn apart now.
Reverse the situation with an elbow.
Oh, he flips that around.
Enziguri finds its mark.
Robin hears the opponent's face in it now.
And getting back to his feet ends the count.
This last man standing match rolls on.
Enziguri connects.
Letting everyone know he's ready. To swing that chair.
Breakker is out of the way.
Overriding that with a powerbomb. Ridiculous standing shooting star. Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
He went for the shovel, and this might just turn from a match to a burial.
He'll make his way to the ring. Oh, man, you felt that.
Dodges out of the way. Oh, just tackling them down. He's able to dodge that.
Enziguri finds its mark.
That shovel is still echoing from that. The champ left reeling a little by that last blow.
No, things are not looking good for them at all. But as long as they can continue to manage to stay on their feet, they are very much still in this match.
What a counter!
Can we have a new champ after that?
Is this it? Is this going to be the final count?
Time's practically standing still now. Enziguri finds its mark.
Stops the official's count.
Must have some extra punishment in mind. Oh, what an Enziguri right in the ear.
And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Breakker needs to find that spark and rally.
Oh, splash.
We might be mere seconds away from the close of this brutal match.
Reversal from Braun. He's able to shut down the offensive flurry.
Braun trying to bring the fight back in this one. Enziguri finds its mark.
You can tell that blow to the head really rocked him.
Into it
with the greatest of ease.
things to a halt here.
Oh, yeah, he's got a new sense of purpose now.
This isn't over yet.
Able to get to their feet. This match will continue.
Uh-oh. Inverted Frankensteiner. Got planted right on the back of the head and neck. The champ's in La-La Land now.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
Nicely done, managing to save himself there.
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Breaker needs to buy the best play in his playbook now.
It is unbelievable what these athletes have been putting each other through.
Absolutely pushing each other beyond any normal human's limits.
Clothesline. What a way to get countered. An elbow will break that up.
A bit of the sweet silence there, man.
Irish whip. Braun Breaker, though. And spinning with a clothesline.
Watch out now. Braun Breaker rigging shut.
It feels safe to target acquired. And with all the time in the world,
Spear connects. Oh, sending a message to the champ with that move.
oh yeah, he's reminding these people that they all paid to see him.
Officials count at 7.
We're close to the end.
Returning to his feet, he's not out of this thing just yet.
But who even knows how many more times he'll be able to get back up here.
Braun predicted that.
Release back suplex.
How about the strength of the champ? Just flinging off the challenger.
Dropped with a scoop slam.
Braun Breaker. Wound up. Pin him.
Reversal. Breaker turns the tables.
Adam scouted, then turned it into a powerbomb.
Gonna wrench that arm a little bit.
Ooh, nothing pretty. Punch to the mouth. There's blood in the water now. He better be careful.
This is it. This is that moment. We're all seeing an all-time classic right here.
Setting course to the top turnbuckle. Here we go.
Stopping this count. Looking to do some more damage, I bet.
Oh no. Reverse DDT.
This right here is how you get it done.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
And now Braun is playing to the crowd.
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Putting an end to the ref's count.
For better or worse, Cole.
God.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
The end for Breaker is looking inevitable here.
Got out of dodge that time.
All right, Hurricanrana. Quick attacks like that could mean trouble for the champion if they want to leave here with the title.
This could be it. Could all be over in a few seconds.
And he's up. The ref's count is broken.
And now the realization is setting in. It's going to take a lot more damage to keep him down. No clue what he hopes to find down there.
He's choking up on that back, looking to swing one into the parking lot.
Breaker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Breaker is breaking down a bit.
The count is at 7.
Coming down to the wire here.
And look at this. They're not staying down for the count. They're still in this thing, man. And breakers finally changing the tempo with that attack.
That could be the spot Braun was looking for. Incoming! And now he wants to continue attacking. I guess he doesn't believe he's done enough damage to truly keep him down for the count.
And he saw that coming from Braun.
Big blow there, man. Getting clobbered there, dog.
Counter. Saw it coming. Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Taking him to the corner now.
Ooh, and he stops that offense. Well-placed kick. Each superstar trying to counter and gaining advantage. Spear! Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed. And yes, he's made it back to his feet. Breaking the count, and he might be back in this fight.
Oof! Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Oh my, down with authority. Ooh. Intense look in the eyes as he calculates his next strike. Across the shoulders, knee right to the face. German suplex. The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Oh, he's giving these people a shot now. They better get in line for it.
The official is dangerously close to reaching the count of 10. This could be over.
The moment that Paul Heyman feared the most just happened on the grandest stage of them all. Nonetheless, we have a new, undisputed WWE Champion.
I don't agree with how he got here, and these fans don't either.
Any criticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Braun Breaker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring.
Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up. Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
The Archetype is joining forces with Paul Heyman. Is anyone surprised? Wait a second.
He just got Heyman out cold.
He doesn't need Heyman. He's already defeated his champion.
What's Heyman gonna do? Show him how to lose? The Archetype walked into WrestleMania with a chip on his shoulder and walked out alone as the most dangerous man in WWE. For Booker T, Corey Graves, and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.
Well, you did it. You really did it.
Obviously. I was born to be champion. Just took a minute to fix everyone else's mistakes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Heyman. You stood at the crossroads, power right there for the taking, and you chose you. It was bold. It was inspiring. It was probably stupid. But what can you do? It's not like this is a video game where you can restart, make different choices, zig where you should have zagged.
Right.
Unless it is. I mean, come on. What if this whole thing's a simulation? What if I'm just pixels and code? There could be someone out there holding a controller thinking, Xavier Woods, you handsome bastard. Get to the point.
I know the feeling.
I'm just saying, if this was a video game, then you could go back. Maybe you and Hector would be best friends right now. Maybe you'd open a restaurant together after you both retired. You could decorate the walls with photos chronicling your adventures in and out of the ring.
Do you think I'd ever open a restaurant with that parasite?
You never know. But if this was a game, you could find out. If it was, this is exactly where a little choice would appear, asking you if you wanted to give up your title and play through things again, or stay here and hang with Adam Pearce for a while, defending that championship.
I just got this title. Now you want me to give it up and try to earn it all over again?
Okay, well, since apparently I can trigger menus now, I guess I'll just hang here awkwardly, waiting for you to get bored and come back.
Well, talk about making a WrestleMania moment. After everything you've done, I thought you would have stooped even lower and sided with Heyman. You two seem meant for each other.
I am the WWE champion, and I accomplished that all by myself. I didn't need that pathetic, blubbering leech, Paul Heyman.
At least we can agree on that last part. In any event, now it's time to prove you can stand on your own by defending your championship.
I will dominate whoever you put in my way. So what do you got?
You're going to need to pull out all the stops in this title defense.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed WWE Championship.
No one in the history of WWE has done for this company what John Cena has. Not only inside the ring, but outside the ring.
I cannot think of anyone that exemplifies what it takes to be a WWE superstar more than John Cena. Dedicated, resilient, and persistent, John Cena has it all.
The work ethic he has is something that should be admired, not just by superstars, but by everyone.
In John Cena's eyes, there's never a reason to take a day off. Never a reason to give up.
Carrying the belt like it was made for him. The Archetype.
This isn't the same archetype we saw 2 years ago. The fan favorite has evolved into something we never saw coming.
Because he did not come back to chase gold. He came back to own it. And that is exactly what he's done.
He looks like a man intent on holding on to his title. The unification of the world champ. The winner of this match walks out of here a champion. That should light a serious fire under these competitors.
This is the kind of match you can't take for granted. These shots, they don't come around every day, so it's on you to seize the moment and snatch that title out of the hands of the competition. This should be a good one.
Dropping the elbow.
Slowly rising, but he won't like what he's met with.
Uh-oh, has to find a way into this. Remarkable power being shown here. Saw it coming and took complete advantage. He's not going to be caught by surprise. Had a feeling a cheap shot was coming.
Lift off. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Fisherman suplex.
From the ground into a power slam. Shoulders down, pinning predicament. Slips the shoulder up.
I'm surprised he stayed down for that long here.
Enziguri finds its mark. Heavy forearm rocks their opponent. Looking to bring them back in the hardwood.
Slingshot. Suplex. He gets into the ring. Shoulders down. Championship at stake. He ends the pin attempt for some reason.
Delivers the suplex.
And goes back into the ring here. Pin attempt by the champion. Whoa, a quick kick out from John Cena.
Yeah, this early, no chance.
Sent right into the corner.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
And that was a well-executed attack. Cena's getting dominated.
John Cena has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
A weakening arm breaker. The challenger taking some minor damage. Oh, what a counter knees.
That'll buy you some valuable time.
Just fired up on each other.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. Pele kicking the button
for the title.
Kicked out.
Will he start to rally, or was that just a kick out on instinct alone?
The champ lets his shoulder up before one there.
This one is still anyone's game at this point. Catches the Hurricane Rana. Pop up.
And got
champ with a stunning display of dominance.
Shoulders down.
3, no, 2 count. Not letting go of these championship dreams so easy.
It must be demoralizing knowing you've unleashed your best shot on your opponent to no effect. Sky high. Oh, that hurt. What a counter. Crash landing. To reverse.
And would you look at this double springboard moonsault.
And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
John has to find an opening and respond.
The reversal by Cena.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic. Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next.
He left an opening.
Knees to the face.
And he re-enters into the ring. Boom. The challenger struggling for anything here.
Oh, blast off. Getting the knees up just in time.
Turns that back on Cena. Fisherman suplex. An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
John Cena is getting knocked back at every turn.
Got the knees up just in time. Whoa, where'd that backbreaker come from?
Wow! Final rope moonsault. Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
He is as good as it gets. Enjoy, everybody. Spectacular counter into a dragon screw. Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
He's really mounting pressure at will now.
Taking control of this match now, as well as taking control of his own destiny. Ooh. Title in the balance here.
The champion retains.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, King